Hi Stitchy friends, my name is Jackie with Cross My Stitches. Welcome back to my channel. And this is little Paisley. She's the little kitty that I've talked about on my last video that I had rescued while I was in Kentucky. She's doing great. I know a lot of people had asked about how she's doing. She's doing just wonderful. You see she's very active and very lively. And she's still having trouble connecting with Mia, my 3-year-old cat that I currently have. So they are still separated. But Mia's getting a little bit better. She will go to the door where Paisley is staying and sniff the door and stuff. But she's still hissing and running when she sees Paisley. I think it's been a while since she's been near, she hasn't been near other cats since she was a kitten. So she's kind of scared. She doesn't know what to expect and she wants to protect herself. So we're working on it. It'll work out. It's going to take a little while, but it'll work out. But I wanted to show little Paisley to everybody and those of you that were asking about her, and she's doing great. So I'm going to go put her back in her room so we can continue the video. So hold on just a minute. Okay, so I'm back. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by and visiting today. Today is Sunday, July 8th, 2018. I want to wish Leslie Hurley a happy birthday today. If you haven't already, please go by her channel. Fat Cat Flossing, Leslie Hurley, and wish her a happy birthday today. Let's see, I got a lot to cover. Well, not really. I haven't done a lot of stitching, so I'll go over that. But the first thing I wanted to talk about was sort of like a public service announcement. And I'm sure if you've been watching my videos at all, you know that I am a manager in retail. It's a major retailer that I work for. And I've had a lot of customers that have come in wanting to buy gift cards, and a lot of the reasons they're buying gift cards is because they're getting involved in a scam. So I did have one customer that really got hit with a scam, and I wanted to put that out there, make sure that everybody knows that please do not give gift card numbers over the phone to somebody, because they say that they're either with a computer company. The last customer that I had said Apple. Apple called her and told her that her phone has spyware on it and they need to remove it, but they need to be paid in order to do that, and that if she'll go to the store and buy iTunes cards in the amount of $250 and give them the code so they have payment, they'll remove the malware from her phone. So when she came in to do it, I asked her why, because I asked all customers, you know, we talk about scams to every single customer, why are you buying the gift cards? And she tells me, oh, Apple called her and yada yada yada. And I said, no, this is a scam, please don't do this. I said, I have a right of refusal to sell you the gift cards if I think you're being scammed, and I really think you're being scammed after what you've told me. And she said, no, you know, that's not true, that I know it's Apple. I said, did you verify it was Apple? Did you take a phone number and a name from the person and then call Apple and verify who they are? No, I have their name and number and yada yada. And she argued with me for quite a while, and I really refused to give her the gift cards. And I finally said, I'm going to sell them to you, but I'm telling you you're being scammed, and I hope that I'm wrong, but I believe that I'm right. So I did. I sold her the gift cards. She went out, she called back the store about 30 minutes later, and she said, oh my God, you were right. I just lost my $250. Because after I gave it to them, I told them that you gave me a hard time. They told me, number one, that your store is now banned from selling iTunes cards and doing business with them anymore. And I just laughed when she told me that. I'm like, yeah, okay. And she said that they said that the cards that you gave me were invalid cards and they didn't work, and I was scammed by the store that I work for, and that she needed to go buy $250 more and send it to her, and then they'll send it all back to her after they verify who she is. So at that point she realized that she was being scammed. She had lost her money. So I'm telling everyone that can hear my voice, please, if a company calls you and tells you something that is too good to be true, and that if you will give them some kind of gift card over the phone, that they will give you such and such. This time it was supposedly Apple, and they were going to remove the spyware from her phone. I've had customers with the same thing with the computer. They're contacted by a computer company and told that they need to remove this. Their computer isn't going to work anymore, and if they give them Amazon gift cards in the amount of $200, that they'll be able to remove those malware from their computers. I've heard the DirecTV is giving this special promotion. You can get it, the whole package with everything included for $19.95 a month. You just have to give us $250 in iTunes cards so we can send you the equipment for the $250. Then you only pay $19.95 a month for the last 5 years. I've heard everything there is. Nobody that is doing business correctly will need a gift card from you of any kind. They will need credit card if they're going to do some kind of business with you that requires you to pay, or some other type of payment that's a legitimate type of payment, because they know they don't want your credit card because you can dispute the charge and you get your money back. You can't dispute charges on gift cards. Once you give that out, it's gone. So please, please, please tell everyone you know, do not fall for these scams. These are happening every single day. And you say, why would anybody fall for that? It's amazing what people will fall for. I know there's a flosstuber, and I can't remember her name. She has a Facebook page that she does business on. She was scammed. She was told that her computer had malware and that she went and did this, bought these gift cards. I don't remember what brand she was supposed to buy, but it was iTunes or something else, that they would be able to correct it. And she found out she was scammed as well. So please make sure that everybody is aware that nobody does business needing gift cards. No company needs an iTunes card. No company needs an Amazon card. They want cash. They want cold hard cash. They want your credit card number or cash directly in order to do business. They do not need a gift card. So I wanted to put that out there to warn everybody that's listening. Please don't fall for these scams. Okay, so back to stitching. Yay. I did do some stitching the last 2 weeks. I haven't done a lot. I've kind of been in a slump, even though I'm involved in a stitch along in July here. I really haven't. I guess it's just work. There's something, I'm really tired when I get home from work and I cannot seem to get myself motivated to do any stitching. But I did finish 2 smalls, so I'll show those to you first. The first one, and I don't have a picture of it because I have a digital issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. If you have not seen that before, you can look them up. They have a website. Fabulous magazine. Not only do they have Punch Needle in it, but they do have cross stitch in it as well. I get a digital subscription. This was the current summer issue. I think it was Jennifer Upton. Hi, Jen. Wanted to stitch some of the little, they're called Liberty animals. This one happens to be the mouse. It was a really quick stitch, so cute. I used all my own colors. I converted it into fancy floss. So I will tell you that, let's see, that I used dark chocolate and Gast. That was the key. I used cinnamon and Gast, and that's part of the mouse. Black raspberry jam, which is the cup, which is like a blue with some black in it. Caramel corn for the mouse, and Rose Garden was up here in the little motifs, and then also the white is used, just DMC white up there. So that is so cute. I love that. I'm going to finish that into a little pillow of some type, and I definitely want to do the other 2 animals. I think it was a cat and a dog, and they're just so adorable. So if you haven't subscribed to them, you can get a digital subscription if you don't want to pay the price of having the magazine mailed to you. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't too bad, and I really enjoy it. And you can get some of the back issues. So you just like just cross stitch, you can see so many years back and back issues, which is great. The second thing that I finished was out of the Cricut collection. It is the 12 Days of Christmas. This one happens to be on the first day of the first day of Christmas, and I wanted to do the Partridge in a Pear Tree. So I did do that. Let's see if I got a little board here. I'll put her on there. So there it is there. And I did realize after I showed it on Instagram, I didn't put the number on it. They're all numbered 1 through 12. And I didn't put the number on it. And I thought about going back to do it, but I decided I'd just wait for a while and see what I ended up doing with them. I'm hoping I'm going to do all 12, but you know how that goes. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So that's the partridge, and it's really adorable. I love it. The second one I'm working on right now is this one here, which is the cow with the bird on its head, which is the eight milking maids. So it's got the cow for milking, and I've got a very little, let's see where it's at here. It's in here somewhere. Very, very little start. This is my very dinky start that I started last night. So I want to get busy on that because I haven't stitched in 2 days. So I don't know why. I have just gotten, like I said, in this little slump. So I started that. I'm going to try to work on that as soon as I'm done with this video because I really want to get this done. I did talk about, we're going to have a giveaway for the charts, the Cricut collection. I have 2 of the booklets to give away, so I'll be doing that towards the end of the video. Let's see, so besides those 2 things, I did work on my bird watcher a little bit before the last week in June. So this is the pattern, and I've been working on this for about a year now, off and on. And let's see, I got a little bit more done. There it is. So I finished, oops, come back here, stay up there. So I finished everything on the T. I have the words to put in there. I've got the little container here on the C, and I did the A's little thing. So I'm getting there. It's happening slowly but surely. I really love this design. I want to get it finished, but I can't wait. I've got a frame for it that I picked up at a thrift store, so I want to get that in the frame. And this was, I believe this fabric is 28 count sky. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's, I mean, the colors are kind of muted out, but it's white with blue. It actually looks like a cloudy sky. So I love working on this. I'd like to work on it more, but there's so many different things that I want to do, and it kind of makes it hard when you have all these different patterns you want to do. So I did work on that a little bit. I also talked last week about the Mirabilia, where is it? Mermaids of the Deep, which is this one here. I did start that quite a while ago, and I got a few stitches in it, and that's it. But I did want to show it to show the fabric that I had chose for it. So it is on my scroll rod here. So there it is there. And just that little dinky start. But I definitely want to get this rolling. As I talked about before, I had done, I'm working on Miss Christmas Eve. And I tried doing her skin 1/1, and it really didn't work for me. I was having a hard time because the fabric's very light. And I just couldn't see to get it even as I wanted to get it. So I'm going to try again. This is a blue fabric. It might be a lot easier for me to see the holes to make sure I'm getting it as neat and tidy as I can. So I'm going to try it again once I get to the point on that one. So I'm going to work on that. I also have some things kitted up that I thought I would share with you since I don't have much stitching going on right now. I wanted to show you the kind of things that the kind of style that I have and the kind of designs that I like. So I started this I don't know, 5, 6, 7 months ago. And it's a kit that I had gotten in Hobby Lobby, which is the Happy Camper. So most of you know, if you watch my videos, that I have an RV, so I look for anything that has to do with camping and RVing. And this is as far as I've gotten with it, because even though it's a little dinky design, it's on Aida, and it has a lot of quarter stitches. And that's not the easiest thing to do when you're working on Aida. And I have thought about it. I would have changed out the fabric to an even weave before I even started this. But I've got it going. I'm not going to redo it. And every once in a while I'll drag it out and I'll work a couple of stitches in it. So eventually I'll get that one done. I put all my floss on, because it comes kitted with floss and stuff, on these little, they call them, I want to call them dewdrops, or or something, little tags. And I made my own. I have a silhouette machine that cuts paper, and I ended up making my own little dewdrops, my own little floss holders, as you can see. And I got them all numbered. But they're really cute and they're easy to make. You could probably make them without a cutter. I mean, it's just a teardrop shape. Punch a couple of holes in it, a bigger hole for your floss, a little hole for your ring. And they make great floss holders, so if you have kits and stuff and you're not figuring out how you're gonna hold all your floss, it kind of works. So I have that. I have kitted up Plum Street Samplers Jeans and Weenies. I think I have almost all the series of the Dachshunds in the different holidays. You know, I have a little Dachshund named Festus, and so my husband and I are very fond of anything that has little Dachshunds in it. I've got the floss back here. I haven't put the fabric with it yet because I haven't chosen what I'm going to do with it, but I really need to get started on these. There is a series with different holidays, with Halloween, with Christmas, with the 4th of July and such, and I haven't started any of them yet, and I really need to. I also have that I want to work on Plum Street Samplers Heritage Sampler. Some people are working on this. You've seen it on Instagram and on Facebook. It is such a wonderful design. As soon as I saw it, I purchased it immediately. I have the floss. I haven't picked a fabric again. I have a real hard time picking fabrics. I don't always like to use the called for fabrics, so I try to pick something that's a little bit different, something somebody else isn't doing. So I'm still, because I haven't started it yet, I haven't worried about picking fabric for it. I have some mirabilias that I had bought that you don't see very often, and I believe it was Leslie from Under the Sea Fabrics, if I'm not mistaken. She had a video early on that she had done these. And she had put them 4 facing down and did like a wall hanging, and it's really pretty, and that's what got me drawn to these. But it's just the mirror faces. This one is, let me see if it's got a name on it, Bella Rose and Bella Hydrangea. And then these two is Bella Butterfly and Bella Bee. And I just think they're really nice, just portraits of the mirabilias. And I did get beads for one of them. I haven't got the other set of beads yet, but they're sitting here waiting to be stitched like everything else that I have. I have this one here. Don't think I've shown this one before. It is an older pattern, and some of the older patterns I really do like. I'm not always drawn to anything new. Like I said before, I'm very eclectic, so sometimes I see very old patterns and I'm like, I really want to do that. And I'm sure some of the colors on here are very dated, but I really think it's a beautiful pattern. And this one is Hearts and Flowers Samplers by Pat Rogers. And there it is there. And I have this all kitted up as well, and I keep saying I'm going to start it because it doesn't look like it involves that much. I do have linen. I have cashel linen. It's antique ivory. That's what I'm going to do it on. And I have all the flosses here. And it's not, I want to show you because it's not like a ton of flosses. That's it. And so I might try to get this started sometime at some point this year. I have all my whips from Mania that I still need to get done. So I want to try to work on those and then get them done so I can start some of this new stuff. My next one that I have kitted up is Stony Creek's Christmas Sentiments. This is just gorgeous. Let's see. Crafty Cat Stitcher. Kathy. I think that's what it is. Crafty Cat. Terrible at me. Yeah, Crafty Cat Stitcher. Kathy did this, and I think on her last video she showed it finished. What a gorgeous piece. I've had this kitted for a little bit now, and I really want to get it done. I'm going to do it on, and I'm not sure, I think this is the called for, 28 count lamb's wool. So, and it's kind of stiff. I am not fond of stitching on anything that's too stiff. I have a hard time with that. So, I don't know. We'll see if I do it with that or not. I'm not sure yet. But it's such a beautiful design when it's finished. And of course, you know, it's got cardinals in it, so who doesn't love that? And lots of beads. It's got some trinkets at the top here. So I really love that. Would love to get that done for Christmas. Next I have kitted up, and this is another old one, but so beautiful. And this one is Santa of the Forest. He is just gorgeous. I've seen him done in so many different fabrics, and I haven't chosen a fabric yet because I'm thinking of going a little bit darker. I know my LNS Brick City cross stitch has him hanging on the wall, and he's just gorgeous. And I've also seen him done on a dark gray, and just beautiful. But boy, does he have a ton of floss. These are all the colors of floss. He has a lot of floss. So another Christmas item that I want to get done. Love that he's got all the little creatures around him, so I want to work on that, but I need to find some fabric to get him done on. The next one is also an old pattern, and I don't know why I found it or how I found it. I must have seen it finished at some point, but it is Nancy Holland, and it's called Simply Southern. And I don't know if the colors look dated or not. What do you guys think? Do you think that the colors there look dated? It's just a floral. I don't know if floral ever becomes dated, but it's such a beautiful piece that I loved it, and I got all the floss for it. The fabric's going to be some kind of light antique linen, but I was drawn to the design and wanted to stitch it. My next one is from Stony Creek again. I just love Stony Creek. I just think their designs are great. This is from spring 2017, and the design here is just gorgeous. This isn't the one I got kitted up, but love this. Love the birds in the birdhouse. Think that's just gorgeous. And I love their magazines. I'm so sorry that they stopped subscriptions, because they are just fabulous. I'll show you. Let me see here. Some of the stuff that's in this magazine that I just love. Okay, so this is the one I want to do. So, and I love the bear design, but I want to leave out the words in this bottom. So I just want this grassy area here, and then take out the words and just have the bears and the moonlight. And I think that's adorable, and I'd love to put that in my RV. But I don't need the words of this down here. So I'm going to do that. I've got that kitted up already. And then I wanted to show you so many cute designs. You are the flip to my flop. That's a pattern there. I'm going to get rid of that. Look at that. You love flip-flops. You love summer. That's just adorable. Love on the lake. Too cute. Or live, love, lake. Sorry. Patriotic. Who doesn't love patriotic? Look at the eagle. Just beautiful. Probably another one I will do out of this magazine. I think there's something else that's really cute. It's got this one. If you have can't show this or not. I put my hand over it. If you have a hairstylist and you'd like to do a design for them, there you go. A quick stitch, nice little gift for a hairstylist. So love that. And I thought there was something else in here. There's a lighthouse. Really cute with the boat sailing. Summer welcome. So lots of designs. Their books always have great designs. So I guess I'm going to have to get with my LNS and ask her to start holding me copies of Stony Creek if she gets them. So when they're there, I can go and pick it up. The last one that I have kitted up is Wise Wisdom, another Stony Creek, of course. So it's got the little owl. Love the owls. Don't know if I'll do this whole thing. I may do these owls just as little pillows or something, because I think they're so cute. I love that the little, especially this one with the little checker plaid. So I might do that one. So that's what I've got kitted up right now. Sorry, it's all falling on the floor all over the place. Let's talk about purchases. Okay, so I have made some purchases because, again, I need a 12-step program. I don't have enough. And I got a few gifts. So So I'll talk about those first, and then I'll show you what I purchased. So I have my friend Karen, who always loves to send me stuff that she thinks that I'll be interested in. So anytime she has stuff out of her stash that she's destashing, and it involves patriotic, she will send it to me. She is just the sweetest person ever. Hi Karen, love you. Love being friends with you, and love the gifts. Thank you so much. This one is by Twisted Thread. It's called Itty Bitty America. That is going to be such a quick stitch, and I may have to start that thing before the end of July at some point. So love that. And then this one is Summer Uncle Sam banner. There it is there. If you're on Facebook, on the groups, I'm sure she's shared this probably in Stitch Mania. Really cute. Love Uncle Sam. He is just adorable. So I love that. Thank you, Karen, so much. I appreciate that. I also, there is a group called Cross Stitch Barter that was started, and love the idea of passing stuff back and forth. If you have something that someone wants and they have something, it's great to do a little bartering. Teresa Alber had posted that she had a bag that she wanted to barter with, and she wanted some fancy floss in exchange. So I contacted her, told her, sure, I've got plenty of fancy floss, be glad to share it. So get bags. Even though I make bags, I like to get other people's bags and see how they're made, and I enjoy getting them. It's different designs that I normally wouldn't have picked up fabric on my own, so it's great. And this is the bag she made for me, and it's probably about 12 by 12 or close to it, and it says whip, and it says noun, a work in progress, which I love, and it is ironed on there. It's really adorable. She has these little fobs she makes, and it looks like maybe button covers or something she glues together, but adorable little button fobs. And the zipper, and then inside is this fabric. So this is her company that she does. I found out afterwards that she actually makes bags to sell. So this is it, and it is Diddle Daddle Designs. Say that real fast. You can see it right there. She is on Etsy, and she makes these bags, and they're really nice construction. They're firm inside. She did send me a little card, just thanking me for the barter. So, and it's really nice. I love the design. This one is like a canvasy type material, so it's really nice and firm. I'm not sure if it'll fit an 11 by 11 by Q-stap and close. I haven't tried it. I don't own one, but it will fit mine, which is an 8 by 8, which is the size I use most. And I really love the bag, so thank you, Teresa. Please go over to Etsy and check her out. Diddly Daddly, oh my gosh, that is like a tongue twister. It is Diddly Daddle Designs, DIDDLYDADDLEDESIGNS. And if I get creative enough and try to figure it out, I'll probably put it on the screen here so you can see the name. So thank you, Teresa Alber. Appreciate that. Okay, so I think the rest is purchases, and I'll show you what I got. So, Patriotic, Lizzie Kate, Liberty for All with Uncle Sam. Came with the little charms. So I'll be doing that up when I get a moment. I got Prairie Schooler, and some of these I get on the Unload group. Some of them are on eBay. Sometimes you can get some decent deals on eBay. This is Prairie Schooler Village Sampler, and it is the cardstock version. I don't think they've re-released this in paper yet, so really love that. The Christmas Village, I think it's Christmas Sampler, Christmas Village Sampler. I really love that one. I do have that one as well. I picked this one up, and you've seen this hanging if you watch I can't stand it when I can't remember people's names. I'm really bad with this. You'll know it when you see it. I'll think about it in a second. This one is Lost Spirits. It's Got the little pumpkin. During the holidays, you see this Yvonne, Night Owl Stitcher. Sorry, Yvonne. You'll see this hanging in her, when it was October time, she had it hanging behind her, I think. So it's really adorable. Loved it since I saw it on her channel, so always trying to get it. This one is on Blackbird Designs, Cats on Parade. Such a cute design. Love it. Cats, of course, and Halloween. And I will probably do it as a drum. And then oh my God. As you get older, you start mixing words. So I'm trying to say Pam and Steph, and it's going to come out some other word that makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, so just keep stitching. Steph and Pam Pam had done this design, and she had shown it really early. I think it was her first video. I was back watching her first video again because after 1 year I wanted to see all the difference in how they were from the beginning and how they are now. And if you haven't done that yet, if you haven't seen the very first episode of Pam and Steph on Just Keep Stitching, please go watch that, because you will just, it is such a difference from then and now. So, but she had showed this completed, and I had admired it back then a year ago, and I saw it again, and I said, I gotta search that thing down and see if I can find it. So here it is, Pam. I'm gonna do Old Salty Santas. Again, another old design, but so adorable. I am originally from Massachusetts, so anything that has to do with New England, and this is very New Englandish. And so I'm going to fit this into my schedule somewhere and get this done at some point. And my last purchase, I want to thank Cheryl from Tranquil Stitches for sharing the things that she finds that are such a great bargain. Once she showed these, I had to run over to the Walmart and get some for myself because they were perfect for what I needed. So these are the hang in store that you get over in the storage area of Walmart. And these rings are huge, you can see, and they're great for storing your fancy floss on. These little rings, I couldn't, and this costs $4.99. So you get 5 rings plus the holder for $4.99. You can't buy these rings for $1 a piece anywhere. So I was thrilled, and I bought 2 of them. So this is one, and then the second one, I actually have my floss on, so this is what it looks like. And I have all my fancy floss. This isn't all of my fancy floss, so I might have 2 of them. This is one of them, and it's full, and it's great because now I have all my floss separated by color, and I can see if I want to, match some flosses and do an exchange of DMC to fancy floss. I've got it all here. So I love these rings. So if you haven't done it already and you're trying to figure out how to store your fancy floss, go run over to the Walmart, into where they sell the laundry accessories and stuff. This was hanging on a clip strip over in the department. And in fact, I might run back over and get a couple more because the rings are a great size. So I could use some more of these rings just to ring my floss when I'm working on stuff. So I may go do that. So great idea. Loved it. Thanks, Cheryl. Appreciate showing those so I could run over and get some before they sold out. And I could tell already that people had been over there looking at it because some of the rings, some of the hangers were missing rings, which I thought was just hilarious. I'm like, okay, who had to take extra rings and leave some of them empty? So yeah, you always have those few that need to take more than they need to. So I bought that. I also bought some chenille trim over at Joann's. You can't beat $1. But I haven't been able to find actual chenille trim at any Joann's or Hobby Lobby or any of those. So if anybody's seen any, if you know what store you can buy actual chenille trim, and I was hoping to get white so I could dye my own, but I haven't been able to find white. So I did get a pink, which is kind of cute, and then I got a purple. It's in here, I can't get it out. So that was $1 too, and I found this, which I thought was really cool. I thought that would be beautiful trim for little pillows and stuff. So it's just little loops and stuff. So it's really cute. It was $1 as well. So they have these little dollar bins over there where you can get ribbon. And then I got some rickrack. So that was $1. So those were good deals. And then I was looking for patriotic, and obviously I have a lot of patriotic designs that I want to do, and I don't know why I don't think about getting trims and stuff when it first comes out, when 4th of July stuff comes out and summer stuff comes out. I always wait till the last minute, and then I can't find what I want. So I did pick up a few of the ribbons, but I couldn't find a lot. So I did pick up 2 of these, which has like a plaid, red, white, and blue. And then I picked up this, which I really liked. It's wired, but you could pull the wire out if you didn't want the wire. And it's also got the red, white, and blue stars, so that was nice. And then I found this little dinky spool that has 3 different colors on it. And I really wanted just this middle one. I'm planning on doing one of the pedestals with the pincushion at the top. And it's going to be patriotic, so I want to put this ribbon along that. So that's what I got that for. I also, a couple weeks ago, found some little bags. They're like cosmetic bags, I guess, at a thrift store. So these are great. If you're near thrift stores, look over by the bags and stuff and see what you can find. I found this one. So it's Estee Lauder. And I have all my little supplies that I travel with. I love these. These are wooden needle holders. They hold your needles. I got these from Cindy Sorley on Facebook. So they're really nice. Nice wooden. They're nicely made. They've got brass for the fixture here for the screw-on part. And they hold all my needles. And I've marked them on the bottom. So I have one that says 24-28. So I put my 24 and 28 count needles in there. They're easy to tell apart. And then I have a separate one for my 26, which is a lighter wood. So there's 2 different colors. So if you're looking for needle holders and you want something that's a little bit different instead of plastic, these are great. Contact Cindy Sorley. I want to say her group is Cross Stitch Express on Facebook. So those are really nice. So I have that one. And then I found this one, which I really love. And this is, it says JM New York. I don't know who it is. But this little bag, if you pull on it, it's got all these little pockets. And I thought that was perfect for my stitching supplies, my cross stitch supplies. So love that. And it's got the 4 little zippers. And it just rolls back up into a square. And there it goes. So awesome. Go by the thrift stores. You can find all sorts of goodies. I found many frames and stuff. And the bags, I found some cross stitch supplies, not that much, but more of other stuff. The last thing I want to show is something I found also at a thrift store that I really love, and it is this cup and saucer. And this is just gorgeous. Look at this. So there it is, and inside you can see it's got a little rose inside, and then it has the matching saucer. I think this cost me $5 maybe. And what I'm planning to do with it is make a pin cushion to go in it with some of these old style roses. So it'll sit in there and I'll use it as a pin cushion and then glue the cup and saucer together. So, but I love this set. Just absolutely love this. When I saw it, I just had to have it. I thought it was just gorgeous. It is a beautiful set. So I'm planning on doing that. Okay, so what else do we have? So we still have, put this stuff away over here. I did watch some floss tubers that I wanted to tell you about. Some new floss tubers that I thought were just awesome, and if you haven't checked them out, you really need to go and do that. One of them is the Stitchery book. That is Rika. I think that's how she pronounces her name, Rika. She lives in Pennsylvania with her husband. He's military, and they are moving to Oklahoma. But she is a memorabilia nut. And that, I mean that in a good way. She stitches memorabilias, and they are gorgeous. If you love memorabilia, you need to go check her out. She has so many different projects going, and she buys them and she stitches them up very quickly, and they're just gorgeous. So please go check her out, and I'll put a link to her channel below, and it's called the Stitchery book. The other person is, I thought I had another one. Oh my gosh, I can't remember her name. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, so it was Cindy. Couldn't remember your name, I'm sorry. Cindy with Sneezy Stitches. I watched her video today. She had gone to StitchCon, so she had some information she was sharing about StitchCon and also the things that she's stitching on. Really enjoyed her video. Thank you so much, Cindy, for sharing your love of cross stitch with everyone, and welcome to flosstube. So I will put a link to her below. And the third person was Elizabeth. She is at Vintage Stitches. She's on her 4th flosstube video, and she had some great things she was working on. There was a Christmas lady, I can't remember who it's by, but gorgeous, gorgeous stitching. Really loved it. She's working on some really pretty pieces, so make sure you go and check her out as well. Hers is Vintage Stitches. I will also include that below. So I really love those 3 people that I have recently found and started watching. So I think that's it. We're going to do the drawing. So I am giving away, let me find the right books. So this is one, and I think this is one. I think that's my copy. Okay, so the first one, and I only had a few people that wanted the book, so instead of doing a number generating, I did throw names in my little cup here, so I'm going to draw names that way. The first one is for the Cricket Collection, the first day of Christmas, and it includes the partridge that I showed earlier. So we're going to have a drawing for that, and the winner is Kim Goldman. So Kim Goldman, if you will contact me, I will put my email address below, and contact me with your mailing address, and I'll send this pattern out to you. Congratulations. So put that in there, Kim Goldman. And the second one is for My True Love Gave to Me, which is, make sure I got the right copies. Oh, nope, it isn't that one. It is for, sorry about that. The second one is for the second one that I'm working on, which is, it includes the cow, which is the 8 Maids of Milking, and this one is on the 7th day of Christmas. So we'll draw for this one, and whoops, knocked one out. And the winner for that is HM Stitches. There you are. So if you will contact me on the email below, I will send your copy right out to you as well. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you joining me on the channel and entering for the contest. I will be having a giveaway for when I reach 500 subscriptions. I'm not going to share yet what it is because I think it's going to be really exciting. I want to make sure that I have it all set before I announce exactly what it will be. But it will include a project bag. So I will make a project bag for someone, and I will include a pattern or 2 or 3, and we'll have a drawing for that when I reach 500 subscribers. I think that's all I have right now. I can't think of anything else. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've been here before, you know, I appreciate you coming back time and again to spend some time with me. If this is your first time, I hope you'll come back and join me again. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already done that. And I want to say I wish everybody a happy Sunday with lots of stitching, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Thanks so much. Bye.